Hi guys, good morning or good afternoon or good evening depending what time you're watching this video. But today is April 2nd, 2020. It is Thursday because that's when you do social studies. And in social studies today, we are going to focus on the question, how do we find places? Meet my dog, Sergio. Say hi. No? Oh, okay. Go. Okay. So we're going to focus on the question that says, how do we find places? I want you to think of one thing that helps you find places when you don't know how to get there. Okay, you have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you guessed maps, you are correct. Maps are very important because maps are pictures or drawings of real things and real places. They help us find our way when we don't know how to get there. After you're done watching this video, you're going to go ahead and watch a story that's called Me on the Map. And it's about a little boy that creates maps about everything. There are so many different types of maps. There are world maps that shows the entire world on one piece of paper. There are relief maps, state maps, city maps, mall maps, which we've probably seen before every time we go to the mall. And even Argimati, treasure maps. Who uses treasure maps? Let me give you a hint. They use eye patches and usually have a parrot and speak like this. Arg. Like I said earlier, maps are very important because they help us find places. Places usually that we've never been to before. This is a state map. State maps usually show many different cities. Can you find Miami in Florida? Miami is right over here somewhere. Very at the little tip of Florida. This is a country map of the United States. Can you find Florida in the United States map? Maps usually have a bunch of different symbols. You can use the symbols to better understand the map. You will find where those symbols mean, usually at the map key. They tell you what the little lines mean, what the little blue lines mean. Usually little blue lines means rivers or canals. Usually large blue circles mean lakes. Little black lines usually mean roads or state roads. It depends on the map, and that's why it is very, very important to always use the map key to tell you what each of those little symbols mean on that map. A compass rose is found on almost every single map. A compass rose is very important because it shows us cardinal direction. We spoke about direction a little while ago when we were talking about our sundials, that we needed to point them north. A compass rose shows us north, south, west, and east. Think about it like this: N, S, W, E. Always spells we. Those specific directions can help you find exactly where you are on the map and which way you need to go to get to your goal, to get to where you want to get to. Now, let's talk about a globe. A globe and a map can be a little bit confusing because they both serve the same purpose. They both are to show us where places are. But the globe is a little bit different than a map. A map is a 2D flat sheet of paper. A globe is a 3D version of the Earth. To get a little bit more information about globes, you're going to go ahead and watch another video that I have linked to mom and dad or whoever's watching to help you get to that video so that you can learn just a tad bit more about globes. Can you guess what 3D shape the globe looks like? Let me give you a hint. A sphere is like a bouncy ball. You're right, it is a sphere. A globe, just like a map, can show us big pieces of land and large areas of water. Land is usually the color green, brown, but you'll sometimes see it in different colors to make it a little bit more fun. Water's almost always blue. All right, so let's wrap it all up. Let's see what we learned today. We learned about maps, we learned about globes, we learned what maps and globes are both used for. Now, a map and a globe are different because I'm going to give you a few seconds to see if you can answer it. If your parent is listening, they could give you a point if you get it right. The answer is that a map and a globe are both used to find places on Earth. It could be states, it could be the whole world. Remember, a globe usually always shows the entire world, exactly what the Earth looks like. Remember, Earth is a sphere. A globe is a sphere. It's 3D shape. A map is almost always, not almost always, it always is a 2D flat shape. So with that being said, how do we find places? If you want, you can make a chart and compare the two things, a map and a globe. See what makes them different, see what makes them the same. Okay, before you get into the classwork, I'm going to go ahead and read the Social Studies Weekly for you. You're going to see it pop on the screen.
Which way? Look at the globe. Do you see more water or more land? Most of Earth is covered by water. Do you see the Atlantic Ocean on the globe? How do people know which way to go to get to new places? They can use a map. Most maps have a compass rose. A compass rose shows north, east, south, and west. Those are the cardinal directions. Some maps show the letters N, E, S, and W. Here is an easy way to remember the cardinal directions. Just say, never eat soggy waffles. That will help you remember north, east, south, and west. Pilots use cardinal directions when they fly. Drivers use cardinal directions when they drive. There are many bodies of water on Earth. Bodies of water can be larger, like oceans, lakes, and rivers. Bodies of water can be smaller, like ponds and creeks. Look at the map of Florida. The Atlantic Ocean is on the east side of Florida. It is the second largest ocean on Earth. The Gulf of Mexico is on the west side of Florida.
All right, so time to get to work. So the instructions on this page, it says to use the words in the box to go ahead and fill in the missing answers. You have two pictures. One is of a map, one is of a globe. Which one is the map? Which one is the globe? Go ahead and fill in your answer. Remember, use the words in the box to help you fill it in. And remember, globe starts with a g sound. Map starts with a sound, in case you're not sure which one is which. Okay, so if you need a little bit more time, pause the video. If not, let's go ahead and move on. So question number 3 is a sentence. It says, a blank is a model of the Earth. Which one is a model of the Earth? Is it a map or is it a globe? Okay, number 4. A blank is a drawing of a real place. Which one is a drawing of a real place? Is it a globe or is it a map?